Hi, hello, welcome to the Daily Tarot Buffet brought to you by Vertex of Abundance. My name is Serene Priestess of Blessing. I'll be your oracle today. I was sent to deliberate the findings for the transiting moon into Aries. If you're new, welcome home. You belong. If you are returning, welcome back. Thank you for your continued support. Vertex of Abundance is a galactic temple of ascension, delivering sacred messages from behind the veil. My name again is Serene Priestess of Blessing. I'll be your oracle today. It is Gemini season. And during Gemini season, if there's any event going on in the sign of Aries, we have an 11th house event. So this event is a lunation. It's a lunar event regarding the moon. So we have a lunation in the 11th house. So that means there's going to be a couple few days of an increase in insight, intuition, according to 11th house. So that's our repository of what we build in this lifetime. We call it the karma that we build in this life. Sometimes Dharma, oftentimes yes. Also, it's our network, but different than the one that we're given, third house. This is the one we build ourselves. It also, that's why they say benefactors is all the goodwill we build up in life. We can use it both in this life and the next. So we're going to go ahead and lay 4 cards from the This Might Hurt Tarot. It's by Isabella Rotman, Liminal 11 Publishing. These 4 cards will give us the overall energy. And then as we lay more cards, they'll clarify or modify these baseline 4 cards as we're gathered here today, the general energy of this reading. Few things. If you want to speed up the video, I don't know how long it's going to go. It can go anywhere from 20 to upwards of 45 minutes. What you're going to want to do is just increase the playback speed. You can reduce the video up to 1/2. And then oftentimes, not always, but most times we do put a summary in the video. It'll be between the Hamza hands. It's a delight and an honor and a privilege to serve. Thank you for allowing me the pleasure to do so. Let's go ahead and get in here and fit in here and see what we got going on. We have these 4 cards as I was talking about: 2 of Wands, 10 of Cups, 3 of Pentacles, Page of Cups, 2 of Wands, 10 of Cups, 3 of Pentacles, Page of Cups. The 2 of Wands is at a crossroads. We're weighing up options, really. Here it's a little bit differently. It's about mapping out the journey, figuring out the landscape, strategizing, really. Dominion is what it usually is. And then we have the 10 of Cups, so that's our alma mater. It could be our family, it could be our community that we grew up in, it could be the school that we went to, it could be our hometown. It also sometimes represents like happily ever after, if there's some type of relationship. It could also be the eternal kingdom, so like our place in heaven. With the 3 of Pentacles, that could be angelic assistance with this 10 of Cups here, but also it's like plans, orchestrations, machinations. It also could be teaching or angelic assistance. It also just could be like mapping something out constructively, collaboration, cooperation, co-creation, that kind of energy. And then we have Page of Cups. This is the chosen child. It's receiving messages that are affectionate, endearing in their nature, or it could be somebody that has been prepared to receive a spiritual gift or starting out on the journey towards our authentic, genuine, and sincere self. Now, we have a triple Mars energy here in these 4 cards. So that says a lot, but also Page of Cups and the 10 of Cups, that could be feeling fulfilled. 2 of Wands with this 3 of Pentacles, this is figuring out a plan to reach maximum fulfillment. And we figured out what we want, maybe just not how to do it, since this 2 of Wands is facing away from the page. And so is the page. We have the Hierophant, 4 of Swords, Knight of Wands, 8 of Wands. So one thing here is we're figuring out some kind of way that's already been done before. The opposite of reinventing the wheel. With the Hierophant, it's status quo. policies, procedures, and protocol, going by the book kind of energy. Just making sure that we're not doing anything new. So we do have to kind of wait or protect or find some installation with the Four of Swords here because things are going to speed up. We're starting to get messages, Eight of Wands. For some of us, we could be choosing some type of spiritual work, spiritual path, even. With this Hierophant, it's about God due his obligations. And we're figuring out how to expand our path. There is a lot of angelic assistance here, specifically from the Order of the Seraphim with the Knight of Wands. Knight of Wands, Eight of Wands means desiring expansion or swiftness. And there could be some type of ruling or discernment in terms of a deliberation coming from some type of official body, a dimensional gate, a court magistrate, some type of spiritual tribunal. It could even be somebody of high authority, like a decision coming down through the hierarchy, whether it be spiritual or temporal, celestial or temporal. With the Judgment card here, we are taking an oath. So we're deciding our vows and oaths, probably of a spiritual nature with the Judgment card here. And the Nine of Pentacles, this already happened because it comes out afterwards. So probably around the Scorpio full moon, because we're finishing up a cycle right now. We've been in waiting. But the not King of Pentacles with the Nine of Pentacles means we're wanting self-worth and value. We're wanting what we deserve. It also means that we've manifested out of something that we could yield, and we are coming into some type of achievement here. So it's something that's wrapping itself up. So much so that we're going to move into a new cycle. With the Eight of Wands and the World card, we've kind of done a few things already, or bits and pieces of the cycle have happened. Queen of Wands with the Two of Wands, that is somebody that needs options. Page of Cups, Seven of Cups, that could be a lot of experiences, a lot of feelings. And again, this is something that happened kind of few weeks ago, closer to about 2 weeks. So towards the new moon, we'll step out of the cycle completely because we've secured our spot, King of Pentacles, Four of Pentacles. Death card, Page of Cups, we may be dealing with the Taurus rising. The Hierophant card is here. We could be dealing with somebody with the Venus in the 8th house, or Venus in Scorpio is confirmed by the Seven of Cups being present. About a week ago, there was a bit of a transition. Things did start to shift or change, or we appeared at the gate where there is going to be some type of barrier or threshold that we move through. Queen of Wands, Eight of Wands, this is needing expansion or needing to quicken something. Queen of Wands, Four of Wands. That could be needing celebration, affection, adoration, appreciation, acknowledgement. With the Six of Wands, we are either finding some type of sacred duty with the Four of Wands, including the Hierophant, but this now is getting exalted. We could be receiving glory, six receiving Wands glory, because we also have some type of, I'm hearing union, communion, partnership. I don't see it yet. But we do have the Ten of Cups. What I'm really seeing is that this Four of Wands means union or celebration. It could also be sacred office, a throne, a pulpit, a platform of some kind. We were chosen for this with the Six of Wands, given elevated status, exalted status. Usually after we did a couple of few things, the sixes are all exalted, elevated, but the wands, you kind of have to earn it a little bit. Now it's according to our birthright and destiny, so we will stumble into it, but there might have been a lot of things to attend to, a lot of things to work through or work out, and something could be turning around. So we could be going from bad to good, from slow to fast, from dark to light, from quiet to loud, or from no news to a lot of news, or from no news to good news. It's a shift here. with the Two of Pentacles. Yeah, because we had to navigate the darkness, walk through Maya, walk through the dark. With the Seven of Cups here as well, we were also probably living in illusion, delusion, confusion, or there was some glamour or gas lighting, maybe a mirage, maybe a smoke screen. Something could have been unhealed, unawakened. It could have been very evocative and visceral. I mean, ad nauseum, ad infinitum, etc., so on, so forth, whatever, what have you. The list is enumerated in greatness here, but it's kind of compounded here with the. I just heard the magician for some reason, Il Bagetto. So there's maybe some Brujeria, Santeria, Big Benedetta, Stregheria. Especially with this Nine of Wands here, it could be evil eye energy. The Queen of Wands confirms that a little bit, but it also negates that a little bit. So there is some type of projection, Eight of Wands, Nine of Wands, but we won Six of Wands, and this Queen of Wands also means this moon that together is a witch. So seeing that eight can mean spell work, confirmation of witchcraft, a hierophant. Six of Wands means it didn't work, but there's two projection cards here. So there could have been an illusion, delusion, confusion, Seven of Cups. There could have been a mirage, a glamour, Seven of Cups. There could have been some type of projection, hidden agenda, ulterior motive, moon. Or it could just be something latent. Now, let me be clear. What I'm also detecting, and this is the most likely outcome because the energy is the strongest, because we're in a cycle where we need to manifest something that's been building up over a set of 29 days. We have a timing indicator, meaning around the full moon, something took place and set up a foundation to manifest at the new moon. So that's interesting because normally things manifest at the full moon and the intention gets planted at the new moon. What that means is if something is manifesting at the new moon, it's the beginning of the end. Something's finally over. Something's done. Some cycle has played out, petered out. That would also suggest that it was no. It wasn't so good. We didn't really like it. It really wasn't pleasant. And then when you see the death card and the moon, it does often mean night at the end of the tunnel or light at the end of the tunnel kind of deal. The world card and the moon, it means things were going on in the dark. We could have even been living in a dark world. We could have been living in the dark. So this Nine of Wands with the moon card means evil eye or agendas that have some type of animosity because there's an entitlement or some toxicity. But it's being cold, it's ending. Also, moon in the judgment card means our deepest souls need calling forward and the natural born witch. So we have the death card, Scorpio, and the moon card, Pisces. So this Page of Cups would mean Venus in Pisces or the 12th house, Venus in Scorpio or the 8th house. It's definitely confirmed to be in Scorpio. We also have Pisces, but we're having Mars in Pisces or the 12th house. And then we have some type of Virgo rising and or Taurus rising. Taurus rising is confirmed. So we're in the dark a little bit about love, Moon card and the Lovers card. There could also be some type of clique, covenant, cabal with the Lovers card and the Moon, to be honest. With this Three of Pentacles, it's thoroughly confirmed. There's been some altar and it's been doing things around the full moon and it's been building, but it can't really progress. The energy travels towards us, but we've ascended in a way. World card that's called stratification. We've gotten to a height, a level, an energy, a frequency, a vibration that it's like Teflon to us. It rolls right off. It can't reach us, or even if it does reach us, it can't stick. There's nowhere for this energy to kind of take hold or to plug in and fit in and get going on when it wants to get going on. It comes and then it returns to its place of origin. Now, again, this Two of Pentacles, that could be reversals, but I don't really believe in return to sender. A reversal is fine. If someone's going to send you energy, good, bad, ugly, or otherwise, they're sending energy. Transmute that into your manifestations. That's kind of how I see it. So I've been hearing dark future ahead of me, and that's what they said. I'd be starving if I ate all the lies they fed. So maybe we've been redeemed. There could have been some weariness, not really anguish. That's Nine of Swords, some weariness, Nine of Wands. But it's giving me evil eye or entitlement. on any opposing, if there is an opposing party. I'm not 100% getting that, but the Three of Pentacles with the Knight of Wands means that somebody's coming back to put more energy because they want to have some kind of reckoning or gain some type of power. They want to lord over, preside over, speak over. They want to dominate. Judgment with the Hierophant. They think that they're spiritually superior. But the thing about it is, we have the Page of Cups. The Page of Cups, it's not that they don't lose, it's that they're the most innocent, so the spirit does save them. And if any type of karma befalls them, it's because they need to learn. It's an introductory kind of thing, or educational, all the same. Page of Cups, Two of Cups, feeling fulfilled. Page of Cups, Seven of Cups, feeling overwhelmed or like a lot of experiences. We have the Four of Wands, which also suggests twin flame union. And with the Judgment card here, it's some type of celestially or divinely ordained. So we have the union, communion, partnerships, Lovers card. On our end, there's some type of ground that we're standing at where there's a projection of energy or a buckling of energy that's made us weary. We need to tap into our spiritual strength. We did turn something around. We could have rolled it over into a higher vibrational outcome or some type of higher manifestation, because where we head is being chosen. Number one, Page of Cups, Ten of Cups, but also number two, a homecoming. But number three, fulfillment. Number four, it's because we have a place in the eternal kingdom and we're coming here on divine mission. Now, this other side, they take and they manifest. They could be a sorcerer, King of Pentacles, Moon. They could be a witch, Queen of Wands, Moon. And they could be in collaboration with somebody else, Three of Pentacles, Moon. So also what that means is that they're the leader, the ruler. King of Pentacles is here. King of Pentacles, Three of Pentacles on this side. And then Knight of Wands, Queen of Wands. They're transferring energy over to some kind of principality where they have a seat. But the seat, if it's the Hierophant in the judgment, it means that something there is kind of infernal, or they need to break an oath, or they need to work in secret. Yeah, the devil. I was really getting. No, the moon went away, but it's not any better with this devil here because there was some type of attack, Nine of Swords, and the universe said, okay, there's something going on already. Your work is interfering with somebody else's work, or your destiny is interfering with somebody else's destiny, or like what you're ordering from the restaurant, we've ran out of ingredients, or I can't put this energy through. So the universe said, like, listen, there's terms here, you need to meet them, or I can't give you this. Because there was some sorcery. We have a Queen of Pentacles, Ten of Pentacles. I mean, King of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles. I was detecting some type of, yeah, this was a design to destiny swap. I was detecting some type of witchcraft or sorcery or something, and we have both. Because this queen wants options, or she wants a road to open for her. Energy was manifested towards us, and it was almost like it was rejected. It came straight up to the gate, and we didn't interact with it, and it went away. It stood there hoping that we would engage with it, but we didn't do much with it. That's what I'm seeing here. And well, let's say this. I'm trying to find a polite way to say this. I don't want to see the Three of Swords usually, but I like it here because the devil's present. So something was going on where either the energy got suspended or arrested or got revoked or rebuked or rescinded or rejected or suspended. Queen of Pentacles, King of Pentacles, that says a lot. But hold on, Nine of Pentacles, Three of Pentacles, that says a lot. And then hold on, we have a pair of threes, and these are not the two threes to have with the devil, but it could be worse. So last thing there is that, okay, so first of all, Queen of Pentacles, Devil, it means Capricorn moon or Libra rising. King of Pentacles, Devil, that means Capricorn sun or Aries rising. For the Aries rising, Mars would be in the first house, so that's a combative energy, depending on who we come up against, because it can be reactive. Somebody might have their sun in Capricorn, their Jupiter in Capricorn, their Mars in Capricorn. But it can be that there's some type of altar going on. Four of Pentacles is an altar. Three of Pentacles is work at the altar. Two of Pentacles is calling to the spirit. So Vertex of Abundance is the galactic temple of ascension, delivering sacred messages from behind the veil. If anything resonates deeply with you, go ahead and like, comment, share, subscribe, leave a review, book a session, send a donation. We have Leo here, pompous, show off, overly dramatic, jealous, possessive, bossy. Somebody wanted to be the center of la-di-da, yada-yada. But we have the negative Virgo energy, overly critical, perfectionist, judgmental, uptight, shrewd, and petty. I had all my life planned out, focusing on my 5-year plan, but then I met you and everything changed. I don't know how to rearrange my life with you around. I should have learned to compromise or to learn, like to educate myself and collaborate. And that was for the Queen and King of Pentacles. Queen and King of Pentacles with the Devil, and then also the Hierophant. It could mean Taurus energy. So I said Capricorn Sun or Capricorn Moon will also Taurus Sun or Taurus Moon with that Hierophant and the Queen of Pentacles, King of Pentacles. Vertex of Abundance is the galactic temple of ascension, delivering sacred messages from behind the veil. If anything resonates deeply with you, go ahead and smash that like button. From the Cosmic Coven Tarot, the Minor Arcana, we're going to be deliberating any findings here for pairing energy. There was a cancellation on the other side. It could have been a collapse. Something could have gotten revoked. Something could have dissipated, disbanded. There was a coven on this other side. And if it wasn't a coven, there was something here using language, words. I feel like we have a pulpit or a sacred spot and something is getting in the way of it. But it's being hunted or exploited or siphoned or something of that nature. Because it's something we can manifest, but it's something that we own or it's according to our birthright. King of Pentacles. With the Four of Pentacles, Three of Pentacles here. And we have a pair of fours. Okay, hold on. What is this pair of fours? Because usually it means suppression, repression, oppression, depression. But with the Four of Wands, it means moving forward into further commitment. We also have a Four of Cups here and a Four of Pentacles. So that's 3 4s. So that's, yeah, moving in together. Seven of Cups, the illusion or the mirage or the projection. Yeah, it's the spiritual hunt and it's backfiring. This other side is guilty of spell work. Eight of Swords, Eight of Pentacles, and I'm not condemning them. Nine of Swords means you're guilty of something. Eight of Swords means you've been caught or arrested or detained. This Nine of Swords with the Nine of Wands. Eight of Wands. Yeah, we need to. The Eight of Pentacles came right back. There is something that's projecting energy our way. Energy, entity, ideology, I don't know. It keeps getting canceled out, Ten of Swords, but it's keep projecting itself our way. Eight of Swords, Eight of Cups, Eight of Wands, Eight of Pentacles. It keeps projecting itself our way. What is this pair of threes here? Let's click covens, cabals, collaboration, cooperation, co-creation. Something's coming up to the threshold, or we're attracting something, but we're not engaging with it yet. And that's the truth. There's something here lying in wait, waiting for us to step into this trap, and we're not going to. So we have a pair of twos. We have triple nine. We have a triple four. We have all four fours. Okay, so that means marriage. This is a dark compact or somebody with Capricorn energy. And it's a marriage. And now, frankly, I don't like it because we have the devil and the moon. Together, that's the Leviathan. And what they're trying to do is break some type of oath because you have the devil and the Hierophant here. What that means is like breaking oaths, breaking vows, corruption. With the judgment card, it means the past comes back to haunt or to confront. Something here is funky because we're out of it. And death card with the world means closing a chapter, putting a period, turning the page, or closing the book. Because what I'm getting is we have a great inheritance after a lot of haunting. And the death card would take the Nine of Swords energy away because on Earth, there's Mars hidden in the death card. In heaven, it's really more Uranus and Pluto. Yes, I know that the zodiac is Scorpio, but the astrology behind it is Saturn conjunct Uranus with aspecting Pluto in some way. In the eighth house specifically, Saturn in the eighth house conjunct either Uranus or Pluto conjuncting the other one that was missing. So we're being taken out of this illusion, delusion, confusion. We were being haunted and we were being hunted and we were being attacked because something was trying to wear us down, break us down. Really, the word is erode our boundaries in order to attach some type of devil energy to us. And it was happening for a long time. And these Queen and King of Pentacles, it's not Capricorn energy. What it is a sorcerer and a sorceress. Also, somebody that's a witch doing a little tiny bit of spell work. Projection is really what it is, so that we could have our boundaries eroded. So it would be easier for them to attach this demonic or devilish energy because the intention is a oath breaking, covenant breaking, so that either we're inscripted to the dark or they can swap places for some kind of dark compact. Probably because I mean I don't see it, but I'm feeling it. With the Leviathan energy here, the typical reason that that would happen is because they were put upon the earth with the divine mission like we are. and they've fallen into disgrace, or they're just completely lost their wings. They've been turned off, and so they do what's called a temporal contract. They go to the dark to do contract while they're on Earth to get borrowed powers, and the way to keep those or to rank is to swap places with a divine one. You need to steal the destiny of a divine child, essentially, and that way they can claw the what they lost back permanently. Basically, if they've lost their soul or privileges for the rest of their life and they don't want to wait until the next lifetime, they forfeit their soul in exchange to get powers. And the way to get their soul back after forfeiture is to steal somebody else's. And there is a way to do that. It sounds horrible. And I'm making it very plain and simple, but it is as dramatic as it sounds. It's absolutely horrible. And unfortunately, with the triple, with a pair of the set, excuse me, say I can't even say it, with a set of fours here, a triple nine here, a double three here, a pair of twos here, with the devil and the moon. No. Now, I don't mind the devil if the three of swords is present, or if we have a lot of court card pentacles, but it's completely negated if the Queen of Wands is anywhere nearby and the moon. So doesn't matter how la-di-da, how yada-yada, whatever, what have you. It's a no. It's a no. Because the intention was evil eye and spiritual attachment, so that our boundaries could get eroded, so that we'd be easily accessible for some type of orchestration machination through Pentacles. And that was the plan the whole time, Three of Pentacles, Two of Wands. That's what they were trying to do. They were trying to get their hands on some type of spiritual rank hierophant, because they wanted to call upon divine judgment, Queen of Wands judgment card. And it happened, but not in the way that they want, because the godly power that they're using is devil plus moon. You can tell the godly power because the two cards will equal 33. Devil plus moon equals 33, but we're using the death plus judgment 33. So we're using Melchizedek or Lord Yama energy, and they're using, it's any dark god or fallen angel. We figured that one out. Dark future ahead of me, that's what they said. I'll be starving if I ate on the lies they fed. 'Cause I've been redeemed from your anguish and pain. Miracle child, I'm floating on a cloud. This was a collaborative effort, probably a coven. And we don't need to pinpoint and go that nasty into the evil, but it came up and we had to talk about it. And it was horribly deceptive because honestly, like at first I couldn't tell if there was even another person. And then it came all out in the second round. And it's like, okay, I should know better to not trust my intuition. But it's because we have a spiritual contract, like a high ranking one. Basically, we have some type of celestial endowment, spiritual inheritance, and we're very, very, very chosen. Look, we have a double six. I'm hearing the song, God send me an angel from the heavens above. Send me an angel to heal my broken heart. Yeah, so they needed to get a divine child and swap destinies, Two of Pentacles. Because all I can do is cry. Could send me an angel to wash the tears from my eyes. They were under a dark contract. They needed to switch places to go to somebody who was chosen, that had elevation, that had already made it. Somebody that already had some type of chosen spot made for them. And they had to go hard, go harder. They really did. They had to evil eye, they had to mean mug, they had to get mad, they had to get big mad. Okay. So what's this? I just heard the word brujeria. Okay, so what is that took a moment, but we figured it out. So what is this pair of queens? Whatever it was is the truth. Sorceress and a witch. They got stripped. They lost their rank. They lost their access to the divine kingdom. Their need to energy harvest or energetic siphoning, because basically they lost their contract with the divine. They lost their spot. They had a great big sacred spot. They did something really bad where literally it got withdrew. They wanted to swap spaces. They're using us for some type of celestial bank account. And that's the truth because we're authentic, genuine, sincere. See, this fell face up. We're authentic, genuine, sincere. And whatever is going on, it's backfiring. Okay, so even if this king got la di da and yada yada got it going on and then some, it's still a backfire. Nine of Swords plus the Ace of Cups, that means a repose of a false heart. Two of Cups with the Nine of Swords, you know what that means? It means love that bites. It's not a love, it's not a union type of love, it's a spiritual attachment. Yeah, see if they've fallen out of favor, they're lost. They need to learn how to accept defeat. Five of Cups. What is this pair of threes, please? Some type of attachment, rigid, mightily embittered, trying to secure some type of position or spot. Yeah, they seized upon something, Knight of Swords, with a very strategic la-di-da, yada-yada, King of Swords. Cause all I can do is cry. So we're looking at the nines. Two of them fail face down. So the thing that they needed was somebody with the clean, pure soul and divine credentials. King of Cups. Remember, they fell face down. That's the other side. Yeah, because it's a witch that has some type of plan. They need to do breadcrumbing or swapping or tinkering, and it's out of a loss. Five of Cups. So they know that their future sucks, so they need to do something down here in the past. This might as well say they need to F around in the third dimension because they know in the higher dimension it's a wrap. Yeah, we're dealing with a witch, a witch, a witch. Okay, so what is this pair of, set of fours? Yeah, some type of dark compact, as I was saying before. Yeah, they're falling from Five of Swords. Disgraced or outlawed. They're falling from grace. And they need, oh, these cards are popping. That basically means they need to ruin the path of a chosen. Six Cups, this receiving anointing. They lost theirs. There's nowhere for them to go. They need to spend an eternity in the pit. That's just what that is. So they're trying to use the river Styx. Six of Swords is the river Styx. And all I can do is cry. It's a million angel wants the tears from my eyes. Okay, so let's check a couple few things. Vertex of Abundance is the Galactic Temple of Ascension, delivering sacred messages from behind the veil. From Los Carabeo, we'll be using La Vida Sibila Daily Oracle to clarify any corresponding or correlative energy. So I want to know what all these pentacles are doing with the devil, because La Nimica La Facita. So they're not good. This is the other side. They're keeping a secret from us because they need to work on something in the future, and that's their hope, wish, dream, slash desire, soul's ambition. What is this devil and the moon card, please? Okay, so it's work. A covenant breaker, oath breaker. Let's see for sure. Yeah, see, they're stuck in a hard place. This is them. This is us, King of Cups, full access credentials to heaven. This is that Nine of Spades, King of Hearts, Nine of Spades. So they're stuck, and they're stuck watching us be blessed and chosen. And it's two of them together. They've made some type of agreement. So what is this Three of Swords in the Devil? Because normally that allowed some type of, okay. They're hoping that we could sit there and deal with their toxicity until it's too late. Or they're hoping that we'll sit there and tolerate. The last thing is they want to break our heart so that our energy drops because our whole aura is rejecting them. They want us stuck in the past. Okay, so this Three of Swords is not what I thought it was. I thought it was the universe telling them no and them ignoring it. No, actually, it's a plan to break our heart, to get us in some type of desperate energy. So what they're doing is blocking love, actually. But it's a wrap. It's ending. It was never going to stay like that for long. And this was a long-term plan. This was a long con. We were targeted since the beginning. That's really, that hit me hard. What is this devil and the judgment? Because that means the past coming up to confront or to haunt. Mercante, something is all lying in place. Yeah, see, from the beginning of this connection, they knew that they needed to plunder our treasure. Let's get a little more clarity on that. Ooh, we had a lot fall down to the ground. Yeah, see, they always knew they were going to try to walk us like a dog into disaster. Oh my gosh. Look, just sneaky. See, what they need us is in a nasty energy, some kind of energy where we're like depressed or whatever. That's exactly where they need us. So they can pillage and plunder. And see, they're getting greedy and stealing. They're hiding the fact that they want to steal. They're hoping we stay foolish, naive, blind, something like that. And this Queen of Wands with the devil, that's La Nimica, the witch. Okay, so um, they were a very domineering leader, like they were sent to guide or whatever. But yeah, see, they wanted to yoke us into some, they wanted to get us to marry destruction. They wanted to get us to agree, emaneo, the contract, the union, to damnation. Disgrazia is the name of that card. Okay, what is the devil with the Seven of Cups? Because that's projection, glamour, gaslighting, stuff like that. Again, stealing, dashing of hope. They need to get us distracted from what's alive in us. See? Their plan, their modus operandi, militare, the operator, their modus operandi was Vedovo to get us Seven of Cups, wanting, hoping, wishing, praying, conjuring up some wounding from the past, longing and yearning. So spirit, longing and yearn. I'm starting to get upset. This energy is unpleasant. Oh, let me take a moment. Yeah, so Ilardo, that's the thief, but also it can mean something suddenly shifting. So what they wanted to do was suddenly get us in a place where we lost something irrevocably. And it was something that was going to be seeds that were going to be planted, that were going to germinate over time. They wanted to sow seeds of demise, but it's not showing up here. It was of an emotional nature because it didn't come up with the Seven of Pentacles. It came up with the Seven of Cups. Prigione, they wanted us stuck in prison, and that's actually where they're at right now. Disgrazia. See, that's where they're stuck right now because it didn't work. Their plan started to backfire. What is this death in the world card? Because it seems like this cycle's all the way over. But what we need to realize is that we were amalato, stuck, the malady, the sickness. We were hoping, wishing, praying, giving to this individual, and it left us in a stuck place. Okay, but Gianni, we couldn't, because we were trying to make it work. But all the while, what they wanted to do was keep us stuck in a place. And what's this Nine of Swords with the Death card? I think it's the end of an attachment or something. See, the cards be jumping today. So they were stewarding us. Okay, so every day they'd wake up and go to work on keeping us stuck on stupid or stuck in a little box or pinned in a jar. This was a maladaptive, idiosyncratic, perfunctory, systemic, methodical attack. They basically kept their foot on our neck. Okay, this is not getting any better. Let's get up out of here. That was something else. Okay. So it's been an honor and a pleasure to serve. Thank you for allowing me the privilege to do so. This was for what? The moon transiting the sign of Aries. So we're learning about the obstacles that have been towards our come up, our glow up. The 11th house is the glow up house. It's everything we're working towards in this entire life, not our reputation, 10th house, but the things we get out of it. Now, also, since it's the Gemini season, it would mean the collectives, literally our community, our network, our social group. So that means that there's a snake in the garden, there's something hiding in the midst, there's somebody close by that has access to us, that has a connection to us, that wanted to harm or hurt us. They're of an opposing mind to a source. They don't want us to have a come up judgment with the Four of Wands. They want us to have a fall down to the ground. They want us, yeah, Four of Wands. They don't want us in the light. It's been an honor and a pleasure to serve. Thank you for allowing me the privilege to do so. Just a quick prayer for all those still lost out there to illusion, delusion, confusion, lost in the seas of time, trapped somewhere in the matrix. Yet to heal, yet to awaken, yet to return to the resplendent grace of the divine, unconditional oneness. Unconditional love and universal oneness. Ho'oponopono, we love you. We're sorry. Please forgive us. Thank you. We pray that your steps are ordered, path illuminated, and that you find salvation and redemption in this life. May you be happy, may you be whole, may you be well, may you be at peace, may you receive everything you ever wanted, starting with what you deserve. Until we meet again, until we read again. Namaste, Dandava, and Ashe. Sayonara, that's Vidani, Avidavane. Go ahead and smash that like button, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.